What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone had such a great Christmas and holiday season. It's now 2025 and I finally have some time to sit down and film this video. This is one that I have been really excited about, and today we're gonna talk about my bookish goals for 2025. So first things first, I know that everyone does goals differently. I love seeing other people's goals that they set for themselves. It gives me ideas of goals that I want to set personally, and no goal is wrong. You choose the way you want to do it. No one's doing anything the correct way or the wrong way. This is all personal, specific to you and how you choose to set goals for yourself. With that being said, my very first goal of every single year is not a numbered book goal to reach, like books I want to read within the year, but mine specifically is to always read consistently. The reason why I do this is because I don't want to have a numbered goal that makes me feel pressured to reach it. I don't want to pick up a book thinking I need to hurry up, or I don't want to be reading a book thinking I need to quickly finish this so I can move on to my next one. And I don't want the end of the year to come around and make me feel unaccomplished, like I'm trying to reach it. I just think that setting a numbered goal for me specifically would ruin part of my reading experience. And like I said, that's nothing against anyone who does set a numbered goal, because literally I think 90% of the book world does. I hardly ever see anyone say that they don't. So for me, this is just my personal thing. This is what makes my reading experiences more enjoyable throughout the year. The second goal that I always have and try to stay aware of is always consistently reading more diverse books, diverse stories, and diverse authors. I do this for several reasons, but one being that I think it's so important for those authors to be pushed out into the book world, for their books to be recommended, for their books to be shared with other people in the bookish community, because I believe that BIPOC authors don't get the same promotions and publicity that white authors do, and so I like to play my part in that. But the second reason is because BIPOC authors write some of the most amazing stories. These stories are always the ones that end up being the most impactful for me, that give me the most feeling and emotion when I'm reading, and that's one of my absolute favorite things when it comes to reading. I love that emotional experience. And so many of my favorite books are books from BIPOC authors, and so I feel like I gravitate a lot toward that, searching for more books that are like the ones I already love. So that's a two-part reason why I do that. A third goal that I have for myself is that I really need to reorganize my bookshelves. This part behind me is probably the most organized, but I have some shelves on the other side of my room that are an absolute mess, and I feel like it's been causing me anxiety and stress because I want to get those organized so bad, but I don't have the motivation to actually take everything off my shelf and start over, because that is incredibly daunting, but I need to get it done this year. A fourth goal that I have for myself is to finally read some of the books that have been sitting on my shelves for a really long period of time and see how that goes. Because if I don't like a book, I like to unhaul it, and I need to unhaul more books this year, but I have so many books that are unread on my shelves that I don't know if I want to unhaul them or not until I actually give them a try. However, the thing that comforts me about that is that I am very quick to DNF a book, so I don't have any problem saying, nope, this one's not for me. Let's unhaul it. My reason for wanting to push myself to do this is because I have a lot of books, but I don't have any more space left, and I am always looking for more books to add. I'm trying to find more books to love so that they can get a spot on my shelf, if that makes sense. I have a lot of unread books, and that's fine, but I don't want to have them be on my shelf long term. I need to get through them, see if I like them, see if I want to keep them or pass them on, and either way it's going to clear up space on my shelves for those new books that I do love. I have other things that I'm looking forward to doing this year that are not necessarily goals, but things that will happen naturally anyway. I am very excited to find new, unheard of, new to me authors, and just explore some different writing styles, some different stories. I'm very excited for every one of my favorite authors who are releasing a new book in 2025. That is always the highlight of my year. At the end of the year, I always like start Googling all my favorite authors' names, and I'll Google like S.A. Cosby 2025, and then there it is. It'll pop up saying that he does have a plan for a new book coming out that year, and I'll do that with all my favorite authors, and it just makes me so excited. Other than that, I think another one of my goals might be like less consumption of books that come to me in like PR packages and from publishers. So I am on a lot of publishers lists to receive PR books from them, and that has been absolutely wonderful. In the last couple of years, it has been the coolest experience to receive these new books, to find new authors, to find new stories, and to recommend these books to everyone. The problem with this is that I think a lot of publishers send out books just at random, and I end up with a lot of books that are not really something that interests me in reading. And so while I do try and pass those on to other people who might enjoy them, it's still kind of one of those things where it's like, if I just didn't receive as many, then that would open up opportunities for other people to be receiving those books. And that's a hard one to navigate, just because you sign up for the PR list and then some publishers just send you whatever. It could be anything. And I feel like I have a lot of publishers that do that. So over the last few years, I have been extremely grateful to be a part of those programs, but I think I will be cutting back in 2025 and focusing more so on books that I know I want to read, or authors that I know I want to read, or new authors that sound good. I know I want to explore those, and just kind of like that, because I need to keep, I don't have room in my room for more shelves, so I need to keep what I have from going past the limits of what I can hold in this room. So these are my personal goals. These are the things that I want to focus on this year. These are things that I think are going to make my reading experiences more enjoyable. There is one other thing actually that I would love to do, but I don't know if I can even commit to it, to be honest. But I don't use Goodreads. I don't write reviews for every book that I read. The only type of log that I do keep is Storygraph, and I'll just enter the book that I read and the rating that I gave it, but I don't like check any of the boxes. I don't write my thoughts out. I don't write any sort of description whatsoever. Like, my book reviews consist of YouTube shorts and TikTok, basically, sometimes Instagram, but not even really. And I do want to be more thorough with that, but I just know I can't commit, to be honest. I know that that's going to be something really hard for me. I've tried it every year, and it's just, I move so fast throughout books. Like, the second I finish one, I pick up another one. Most of the time I'm reading 5+ at a time, and it kind of becomes too much pressure on me, too taxing on me to feel like, ugh, I gotta write a review for that one, or writing a review and then I can't even remember my thoughts because I've already mentally moved on from the book, and I don't like the pressure that puts on me. It takes away from the enjoyment of reading, and that's why I've never done it. I do just seriously love being able to make videos though and talk about these things. It's so much easier for me to talk about books that I read and loved rather than writing reviews for every single one of them. So that goal, we're still working on that one. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with that, but I would like to be a little bit more organized. I love seeing people use book journals. I'm not that talented. I'm just not that artistic, and so that wouldn't be for me, but I admire everyone else who does that. So those are my goals. This video is my accountability, and I would love to hear what goals you guys are setting for yourself in the new year. Anything book related. I know a lot of people are doing like read my physical TBR before buying more books. That I don't think I could commit to, but I do want to read my physical TBR. I do want to power through a lot of these books. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I get so many new ideas from seeing other people's goals that they set. And so tell me your goals in the comments. Tell me what kinds of things you have set for yourselves. I absolutely love to hear it. And so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to also be more consistent with posting videos weekly on YouTube in the new year. That's something that I would really like to focus on as well, but I don't want to overwhelm myself with all of these tasks. I'm more of a laid-back person. I like to take it day by day, so we'll see where it all goes. But again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.